Bom dia, amigos! If you're new around here, this is our self-converted off-grid camper van. We are camping at an abandoned town called Mary Kathleen in Queensland. We have no phone reception here. This is a very remote and off-grid location in Australia, but we still get internet. And that's what we're going to tell you all about in today's video.
How do we stay connected while living in a camper van? Since moving the van full time, Danny and I work online, and getting internet has always been a challenge for us. We want to show you what we do now, what we used to do, why we changed, and everything else to do with internet. Okay, I'm going to explain how we used to get internet on the road when we first started living in the van, and it was just our phones. We had a high data plan with Optus and we would just use our phones as a hotspot. Couple of problems with this one is that our phones would get really hot, we would need to charge them every 2 or 3 hours, and we live in a tin box that's insulated, so the reception inside here isn't that great. We'd always have to put our phones near the window. Not the best solution long term. So we knew we needed to find a better internet solution than our phones.
And this was our next solution. We bought this Wi-Fi dongle with an extra SIM card from Telstra, hoping we would have internet with Telstra when Optus wasn't available.
In Australia, there are two major service providers. One is Optus and one is Telstra.
We've always had our phones and internet with Optus, but sometimes only Telstra was available.
So this little guy Wi-Fi dongle here does have better antennas than our phones, so we should get better internet when we're in those bigger cities and where there's internet available.
The problem was when we left big cities and there was no reception. There was no Optus, there was no Telstra, meaning we had no internet even with this guy.
Yeah, and we would research before going to a place and it would say it would have internet, either Telstra or Optus. We get there and it has maybe just to make a phone call, but definitely not enough to work or do anything, not even streaming, nothing else. Yeah.
So this is when we started looking into Starlink.
The big boy. If you don't know what Starlink is, you've probably been living under a rock because everyone has Starlink these days. Quick little rundown, it's super basic, is that there's a satellite up in the sky. It says signal down to the little dish that's provided to you, and they offer high-speed internet anywhere in Australia, which is pretty damn amazing.
This is the dish. When we first started looking into it, there was a sale online that the unit was going for $450 down from like $700. So we decided to give it a go. We now pay $170 per month for the service, and Wade is going to show you what our setup looks like inside the van to be able to have Starlink running.
So like Danny was saying, this is the dish that holds all of the brains for Starlink. You plug in the cable here, it comes with a base, and you just plug it in. Now, we've got a problem with our base. I had to run in with a car, unfortunately, so we're missing a leg, which kind of sucks. But because we're only having it for a few months, we do it kind of pretty temporary. We don't have a permanent kind of setup, so we plug it in, we bang it outside, and we just have the cable running up through the window. This is the router itself that's plugged in, and then it comes with this long cable where we just hold up here. It's not the tidiest solution that we have, but it works, and it's only going to be for the next kind of month or so. We have been using Starlink now for about 3 months. There are some downsides, but obviously some positive sides too. So let's start with some positives. There is fast internet anywhere in Australia, and it's unlimited, which is crazy.
And some cons is it draws a lot of electricity. We didn't know that when we purchased it. And if we are in an area with too many trees, the internet's not great and it's a bit flaky. Yeah,
but besides that, it's been amazing for us, and we've been able to work and stay in the best places where there's been no internet.
Including this one. Okay, so this was our internet story for you, and this is our current setup. It's a little bit expensive, but we both work online and we need internet, good internet, to make money on the road. So for us, it's definitely worth it. We really hope this video helped you with any internet questions you might have, but if not, leave us a comment and we're more than happy to help. And thanks for watching. Bye!